Well, my friends and amigos, how are you doing on this beautifully, freezingly cold day? If you don't know me, I'm Levi the Giant. Welcome to the channel. So on today's agenda, what we're gonna do is it is now time to get my water tank set in place. I have 2x2s that I'm going to cut up after measuring the size of this water tank and then make a little rectangle square around it and get it drilled into the floor so the water tank won't move as I'm driving. Not only that, I'm also debating on how to add more storage to the bus. That's very important. I went ahead and got our measuring tape. See how long this is. So that's going to be 32.5 inches in length. And how wide? That's 12 inches wide. And what did I say? 32.5. I'm gonna go ahead and go cut my 2x2s into a rectangle frame around that. So we figured out the dimensions of what we need our 2x2s to be. So instead of making it fully encased, the one side closest to the wall of the bus is not gonna have anything on it. At the front, because I can't make it the way I thought I was gonna make it with all four sides covered, I'm gonna have to have one single 10-inch piece by itself so I can cover the front. And then I'm gonna have an L-shaped like that, I think, covering the back and side, one way or the other. The next objective that we need to do is fix up the battery carrier. I did that in a rush. It turned out to look very unprofessional. As you saw what I did, I cut the wood, but before I did anything, this is the first time I've done that, and I'm so happy I did this. I drew it out in my mind, did all the measurements mentally and whatnot after I had the basic information. As you saw on the book, how it was gonna happen, going a big U shape, one long side, one short side, and one at the end, and then one separate piece at the front. And I did all the measurements accurately. So when I screw this together and make it happen, there's gonna be no issues whatsoever. And it's just gonna go right on down into the floor, bam. So that's pretty awesome. So we're gonna connect it together like this. This is the back side holding the back of the tank. This holds the right side of the tank. And then we were gonna use the 5-incher here as the others. Okay, so we're gonna drill it down like that. And folks, just like that, I got a big old J, or my floor holder for my tank. I did what I could with camera angling. So we got our big old J. Oh, like a glove, like an actual glove. You can't see it. On the other side, that piece of wood is hugging this water tank. Wait, you can see this. There's so little leeway. That's awesome. That was the worst experience. Okay, that's down. So as you can see, I wanted this to have a lot of leeway, so I pushed that over by about an inch. So now I have leeway to work on this if I ever need to. So my little box, my battery carrier is done. I'm gonna get that screwed down properly. So it's been 2 days since I last got any content recorded. As you remember, I got my little housing for both my battery and my water tank. Something that I didn't go over that I saw a couple days ago was right here. There's actually a water leak. There's one little water drop that I saw on the floor, and that's got me concerned. I don't know if it potentially came from up here or from here. And I want to say that it came from right here. I just came back from having a talk with Isaac. And the unfortunate part is, I really and honestly think I stripped out the inside. When I was tightening this when I first got it, I did not know when to stop, when it was necessary. So you live and you learn, basically is what I'm getting at. But I did end up over tightening this, and that kind of screwed me over right here. I'm gonna make it super thick, super fat, and get it back into the hole. From there, I'm gonna add caulk or Sikaflex. And once this is added, it's gonna create that seal for sure, and it's gonna make sure that I have no further problems. There won't be any leaking, but it's permanent. This ain't coming out. It is permanent once I get it in there. The good thing is it's not, I don't have to throw it away. This is a salvageable situation. Getting easy? It's not connected. Unfortunately, all that work that I did yesterday that you saw on camera, caulking the line, trying to fix the leak, well, you'll never guess what happened. The tubing came off from the fill port hole. So I hooked up the hose and turned it on so water would go into the tank. Lo and behold, there was no connection. So water just spewed right into the bus. Today, we're gonna finish out this video doing 2 important things. The last thing I did was fix the water tank, if I'm remembering correctly. Well, I've had no problems. I've filled it up twice and cycled through it twice. And I've had no leakage, no problems so far, which I'm totally happy about. 2 things we gotta do. I wanna sand my door frame. Let me go show you why. So I don't know how well you see it, but it doesn't like to shut. Like you have to slam it, basically force it shut, which I don't like. And pulling it open's a pain in the butt too. You can even see right up here. Can you see that well? The door is chipped due to how it rubs up right there. So I'm gonna sand that down, try to make this a smooth open and closing, which would be nice. So that's the goal for today, fix this door. Editing Levi here, coming to end that video off for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that I was able to bring you happiness and some great content. Just to throw it in there, the door works. It wasn't perfect, but it was getting so late at night that I just gave up and trying to continuously go on it for like an hour or so. But other than that, everything's been good to go. Haven't had no troubles with that water tank. It's been like weeks since I last worked on that, maybe a month or so by now, but everything is a-okay. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, all that good get jiggy with the jazz.